I'm sure most of you have played musical chairs at least once in your life. You're a bunch of kids walking round a circle of chairs to music, and when the music stops, everyone tries to sit and there is always one less chair than the number of people. The person who fails to sit is eliminated and a chair gets removed, and this process continues until there is only one person left. It's a game as old as time, so how could you make a children's game like this interesting to read about? How about it taking place on a large island where people branch into teams, must run to their chair from a meeting spot, can't sit in the same chair twice in a row, and there's a public vote to determine which chair is eliminated from the game. This is the seemingly straightforward concept of musical chairs in one of my favourite manga, Liar Game. And with the anime adaptation by Madhouse recently announced for 2026, I want to give a glimpse into why you should watch it as soon as it releases. Liar Game is a 2005 manga written and illustrated by Kaitani Shinobu. It is a gripping gambling thriller about a young woman named Kanzaki Nao, who is an oddly naive young woman who is gifted 100 million yen against her will. There is a note attached informing her she is a contestant in the Liar Game tournament. She has an opponent who also has 100 million yen, and both of them will be expected to give their amount back. But if they steal from their opponents before the Liar Game staff come to collect, they could make a hefty profit. When tricked out of her side of the money and burdened with the inevitability of being 100 million yen in debt, she seeks help from a con man recently released from jail. The man is a genius at deception, and in return for a share of the profit, looks to help Kanzaki Nao steal the money back and take some of the profit for himself. This is how the battle begins, and the series progresses from there, looking into future rounds of a Liar Game where each game is different from the last and require clever deception to come out on top. These games are incredibly creative and make for some of the best reading. The Contraband game in particular is one of my favourites. Pretty much every game except maybe for the last one is superb, and they all accumulate into this masterful arc. Every player in the Liar Game tournament started with that 100 million yen that Kanzaki started with, and have gone further into the tournament. For players who succeeded in the game and came out okay, they could have a choice of leaving the game by giving half of their profits back, or continue to the next round of the tournament. For the losers saddled in debt, they are forced to either pay back their debts by any means, or play a revival round, in which players would have another chance to get out of debt or sink themselves even deeper. The organisers of the Liar Game all wear masks to hide their identities, and their motivations until about halfway through the story are unknown. But to have billions of yen to give away, they must have unbelievable influence. Because of the nature of the increasing number of rounds, people who choose not to drop out will go further through the game. Some choose to stay in because they are in debt, but still able to hang by through the rounds, or out of a desire to make further profit, or even to satisfy a sadistic drive for domination. There are many recurring characters through Liar Game, and this musical chairs game features the most recurring characters in total. Almost everyone still in the tournament are in this game, except for 6 new characters, 4 who stand out in particular. I'm going to have a bit of an overview of the characters and their appearances, as it will be needed to talk about the musical chairs arc. Kanzaki Nao is the main character, a woman who started off as incredibly gullible, but through playing the games, she develops a better understanding of the world and a more balanced, but still optimistic view of people. Akiyama Shinichi is a con man who has a heart of gold. He has used his abilities for good causes, but I don't want to spoil his backstory too much. When he sees the bigger picture of the Liar Game, he develops a personal motive for wanting to take place in the Liar Game. Fukunaku Yuji is a character who befriends Kanzaki and Akiyama through the Liar Game. They are very money focused, but have formed an alliance and friendship with the two of them. They're also my favourite character. Yokuya no Rihiko is one of the main antagonists. He is in the game not for money. He is in fact the son of an extremely wealthy man. Instead, he enjoys exerting his superiority over others and dominating people. You learn more nasty bits about him as the series goes on, but he is the most recurring threat to the main characters. Harimoto Takashi is the leader of a cult and is the other antagonist within the Liar game. They claim to be a psychic, and through preying on young women he developed the Peaceful Paradise cult. Like Akiyama and Yokuya, he is very intelligent and manages to use his sphere of influence to affect others too. In this game of musical chairs, 6 of the 24 people here are not active players because they were eliminated in the previous round. But that doesn't mean they won't be valuable or unable to make money because of this game's most genius mechanic, medals. The 18 qualified players are given 23 medals with their name engraved on them. Each medal is worth 100 million N for a total of 2.3 billion N for each person. At the end of the game, one of these 18 players will win, and each medal with their name on them can be cashed out. The rules are simple but have depth. There are chairs hidden around this island that are numbered and have a sensor to detect when someone is sat in them. Each player is given an hour of strategy to do what they like, including looking for the chairs. Then they return to the same totem pole on the island, and on a signal, they run back to their chairs and sit in them. The same person cannot sit in the same numbered chair consecutively, so they must choose a different chair each turn. Then afterwards, they meet at the lobby and find out which players have been eliminated. And then all people, including eliminated players, also known as Gaia, vote for a player. Then the player with the most votes gets to name the number of a chair, and that chair is eliminated from the game. The players figure out quickly that this is a team game in spirit, and in addition to that, a game of conquest. To prevent your chairs from being stolen, you need a group of people, but not only that, you also need the support of a Gaia to win the vote and not get eliminated. But what's in it for them? The tokens. Each one has a person's name on them, so they decide to gift their tokens in order to encourage other people to vote for them. And with all teams trying the same thing, and the coins being a scarce resource, it makes securing the vote far harder than it first seems. The other reason this game sings so well is the groups that people split into. There are 3 main groups at war with each other, each trying to secure the vote so that they can eliminate the chairs of the other teams. But this game has so many twists and turns that it is never simple. But what is nice is nothing ever feels like an ass pull in this arc. Every twist happens within the confines of the rules, and makes logical sense as to why a character would think to do that. And the ending of the arc that I can't say, it's so damn satisfying. It really is a masterpiece of an arc. I really hope this has got you interested in what Liar Game has to offer. It's more than just get into this arc. All of the arcs have something great to offer, and the author is so good at making clever twists, fun character dynamics, and adding to the intrigue of the series. If you don't like manga and want to see a bit of a series first, there is the drama adaptation, which I think is just okay to a point, but it doesn't cover the musical chairs arc, and honestly, with Madhouse behind this 2026 one, this anime is gonna be worth the wait. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you will likely enjoy my video on the incredible Washizu arc of Akagi. Have a good day everyone.